Good morning to all of our viewers and listeners on the Kitts-Nevis National Carnival's Facebook and YouTube page, ZIZ TV, and also their media channels, along with TVC Channel 40 that goes throughout the Caribbean. Welcome to the press briefing from the Kitts-Nevis National Carnival Committee. Today we're here basically to update you on everything that has happened, is happening, and will happen in the future. Of course, as you know, all of our registrations are closed at this particular point. We've road march contenders have submitted and released their songs. Soca artists pretty much the same, and so we are ready to go. We have two functions coming up the end of this week and also on the 17th that we'd like to tell you about. Of course, we have with me here today Mr. Asquith Watson, who is chair of this Soca Monarch competition, and also Shannon Hawley. Later on, we'll hear from, of course, Robertine Webb, from the Director of Creative Economy as well. Just a few updates so far before we go to the other panelists. As it relates to Calypso, the Calypso season actually starts this weekend. So the 10th, which is this coming Sunday at Spratnet, it will be the Proud Sounds Calypso tent. And we hear some of the Calypsonians that are going to be taking part. So we have our reigning queen, our reigning monarch, Queen Independent, King Astro, I Soursop singing Jackie. And singing Jackie is celebrating her 50th anniversary this year. Godfrey, Nutsy, Glenroy Blanchett, Queen Kibby, Lord Matt, Lala, Watch Your Back, Persuader, Lionfish, Honesty, Fantastic Thunder, making a return. Tariq, who is a newcomer, Navigator, and Big Lice, along with plenty more. So 7 o'clock this Sunday night, we're going to be out at Spratnet to kick off the Calypso season. And this year, of course, we're welcoming back Carib as the sponsor of our senior Calypso Monarch. And those dates for the Calypso season, including the competition, of course, on Friday the 29th and Saturday the 30th of November, we'll have the senior Calypso eliminations. Thursday the 12th of December, we'll have the semifinals, and the finals will be held at Carnival Village on the 27th of December this year. So that's our senior Calypso update. For the junior Calypso competition, we have 14 registrants this year, 7 in the secondary category and 7 in the primary category as well. They're going to be battling at the St. Kitts Marriott on December 15th at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So we had a great time last year, so we want you to come out definitely to support our junior Calypsonians and to see Mighty Zen and our secondary Calypso winner, of course, defend their crowns. We've revealed the talented teen contestants, and you'll see some of that later, and also the Miss St. Kitts and Nevis Queen Pageant contestants as well. We'll give you some information on vendors, but since Soca Monarch is the first item on the agenda this year, I'll turn it over now to Mr. Asquith Watson, Soca Chair, for him to give you an update and also important dates for this significant event.
Thank you, Monarch. Good morning, everyone. My name is Asquith Watson. I am the chairperson for the Soca Monarch. So registration has closed, and we have all the artists have submitted their songs. We have 23 submissions for the Power Soca Monarch. And we also have We also have 20 for the Groovy Soca. We have 23, and then the 23 will be competing this Saturday for our prelims in the Power Soca by audio eliminations. And the 20 also for the Groovy will be competing via audio this Saturday, November 9th. It will be streamed live on YouTube and also on Facebook. Our eliminations will be at the food court down there at Champions Bar on Saturday and Friday. Friday the 22nd and Saturday the 23rd of November. Our finals will be on the 14th of Saturday the 14th of December. Our prize money for our awards, we have $20,000 for the winner, $10,000 for first place, and then $8,000 for second place. And that's for both segments in the finals. We have some heavy hitters this year, and we also have some newcomers this year. So I want you guys to come on out to the eliminations down at Champions Bar and also at the finals to see a big showdown with musicality, vocals, lyrics, you name it. This year will be one that you guys don't want to miss. We have reintroduced the groovy segment, so it's high energy. Everyone right now is talking about the Soca Monarch music. We have pop-ups that will be happening in the month of November as well as December leading up to the finals. So we also want you guys to come on out and stay tuned for the dates for these pop-ups. We want you guys to come out. This is going to be a Soca Monarch like no other. Like I said, the Groovy Soca is back, and I know a lot of you guys missed it last year, and we reintroduced it this year, so it's going to be nothing but pure mass.
All right, thank you, Asquith. And again, don't forget, you can join us online this coming Saturday for the CD elimination. This year, instead of just doing the regular elimination that we did at Champions last year, we're actually introducing a CD elimination. It takes place this week, Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Join us online on the St. Kitts-Nevis Facebook and YouTube page. And as Asquith said, too many people missed this Soca Monarch last year, so we definitely want you to come out and support our soca champions here in St. Kitts. A lot of the music is out already, so we definitely want you to tune in on Saturday so that you can hear all of our 43 songs in the groovy and the power category. Before I move on to the next speaker, just want to bring an update on the Junior Carnival Parade, which takes place on the 28th of December this year. We have engaged 3 designers, 2 local, so thank you to Kanisa and Banker, who will be the 2 local designers / builders. And of course, Melbourne out of St. Vincent is back with us again. So we want to say thanks also for the collaboration with the youth department for coming on board to assisting us in getting these costumes out. Also to the community development department as well, who has graciously allowed us the use of one of their centers as the mass camp so far for this year. Hopefully you should be able to see prototypes within a week, and so we're asking all the parents to look out for that, and you can come and register the kids this year. This year we're giving them a treat. The costumes will be free. Yes, the costumes will be free for the kids. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the Miss Talented Teen, the reveal of our contestants who will be taking part this year. Those contestants are Kyla Gerald from the Sadler Secondary School, Ushadika Francis from the Bastia High School, Jonesh Rogers from the Washington Archibald High School, Lajunique Boone from the Immaculate Conception Catholic High School, Deshania Charles from the Keon High School, and Soraya Williams Powell from the Virchals High School. Now we'll take a look at them. And thanks again to Republic Bank for coming on board in a big way to sponsor this show for the third year in a row.
Welcome to the beautiful island of St. Kitts and Nevis, where dreams take flight and young ladies shine bright. Our 6 incredible contestants are here, each representing grace, intelligence, and style. They are preparing for a journey like no other. Each of these young ladies are unique, talented, and represents the best of what it means to be a Kittitian teen. From their dedication to their studies to their vibrant personalities, they are all truly remarkable. Beautiful inside and out. They are preparing for a show like no other. I have had the honor of being your queen, but now I am excited for one of these young ladies to take the stage and the crown. Get ready to witness brilliance, beauty, and talent on the grandest stage. The future is bright, and these young ladies are ready to shine.
Welcome back to our update, and the Talented Teen Show will take place on the 17th of December this year, so that's been one of our special shows for the last couple of years. But as you know, the opening of Carnival is special to us, and it has developed over the last couple of years into something even more special than we're accustomed to. The creative economy, of course, has taken over that in a big way. And today, we have the director of the creative economy here with us, Ms. Robertine Webb, who is going to give us an update as to what to expect this year for the opening of Carnival and also Midnight Escape, something that has actually graced the landscape of St. Kitts-Nevis for the last couple of years and has been very special for a lot of not only the vendors but also the patrons who come out as well. So, Ms. Webb?
Hi, good morning everyone listening. I am most particularly excited about the national opening of Carnival. Every year we try to make it, what's next? What can we, surprise the public with? And so with the advice from the chair, Ms. Holly, she advised that we merge Midnight Escape Street Festival and the national opening of Carnival because we are going downtown for the opening of Carnival. And I think that this is a great initiative to pull off. It's going to be definitely exciting. What I would say I am most particularly excited about is the concert / fete vibe that we are bringing to the national opening of Carnival. So what to expect? Don't expect to come downtown and sit in a seat. You're expecting to participate, whether it's dancing, singing along, interacting. And when I say downtown Bastia, it's not just one street. We are flooding the entire streets of Bastia, from 4th Street, Bay Road, Bank Street, and so we have different activities that will be taking place on each street. So we'll have the Folklore Avenue, we have a Lyman Lane, we have an adventure place, so it's all inclusive. It's not just, for our adults to just come and see what the opening of Carnival is about, but it's from 1 p.m. to, midday to midnight. And so our theme for this year, we're taking you out of Wonderland because we're now downtown, but this year our theme is Overdose, Sweet Escape, a taste that lasts forever. And we have already started planning. Actually, we are finalizing everything now, and we're going to be opening the vendor registration today, and so you can look forward to that. And the different type of vendors we're looking for includes island cuisine, bars, gifts and things, different artisans, local artisans, persons in the fun zone area, and you don't have to limit it to those, activities just for kids, food trucks, service providers, meaning that you may have certain things that you would like to promote during the carnival season. We are inviting troops to also have a booth, and so we want it to be this all-inclusive experience, but downtown Bastia, taking you back to the origins of Carnival, to the streets. And so I'm very looking forward to that.
All right, thank you very much, Robertine, for that update. And of course, you can't afford to miss that. It's on the 13th of December. And we, as a National Carnival Committee, including the Department of Creative Economy, has already met with the High Command to ensure that not only our patrons, but also our vendors who are going to be downtown are safe on the 13th, because it's going to be big blockorama, as Beretine said. Look for an overdose of good music, good food, and good entertainment. It's a sweet escape, and it's a taste that will last forever. So thank you very much. As you know, maybe about a month and a half ago, we actually revealed our ambassadors for the Miss St. Kitts-Nevis Queen pageant. Of course, they are Jotambian Kelly, Vanessa Simon, Danica Dickinson, Tiana Richards, Tonya Manners, and Micaiah Collins. So we'll take you back and have a look at the reveal that we did for our contestants, who will be in session on the 19th of December at the Carnival Village.
To the daughters of this great land, by the grace of the crown, you have been chosen. Within these letters lies an invitation to stand among the honoured, to walk a path lit by legacy of those who came before you. This is a summons, not just to a competition, but to a duty, one that demands your poise, your strength, and your unwavering commitment to the values we hold dear. As each of you receive this message, know that you are not just a contestant, but an embodiment of the spirit of our people. Your journey begins now, in the quiet moment where you stand with this letter in hand. Soon, you will join your sisters, and together you will represent the heart and soul of our nation. Under the watchful eye of the Crown, you will rise, carrying the hopes of your communities and the pride of your heritage. We await your arrival with anticipation and faith in the strength you will bring to this cherished tradition. May you walk forward with dignity, knowing that you have been chosen to carry the torch of our future. In service to the Crown and the people, the reigning Queen.
All right, we're back again, and those, of course, were our ambassadors for the Miss St. Kitts-Nevis Queen pageant, and the prep to the journey is taking place right now, and that will lead us into December 8th at the Carnival Village, where we'll have the swimwear segment of the pageant at 5 o'clock that afternoon, and you can see the girls appear in two different swimsuits at that particular time. Now, one of the events that has grown on the public here in St. Kitts and on a lot of our nationals as well, who come home for Carnival on a regular basis, they've asked us to push back this event so that they can be a part of it when they travel into St. Kitts later on in December. So I'm going to turn you over now to Mr. Cartel Ford. He's the chairman of our Panorama, and he will bring you an update as to where we are and how we're expecting this event to explode even further this year.
Hey, good morning. My name is Cartel Ford, and as Monarch said, I am the chairman of the Panorama competition. As Monarch could have stated, Panorama has grown so much over the years, and of course, the public has been demanding that we keep pushing back the date to include them, especially the overseas revelers. In 2022, Panorama was the 16th of December, and of course, we had an increased pressure to push back the date again. We did it last year at the 27th, and of course, people were still demanding that we push it back so that we can include them. As such, this year, we pushed it back to the 29th of December, which is the last Carnival event of the season. Of course, last year, we introduced First Federal as our title sponsor, our first ever title sponsor. And this year, they are back, but we also have an additional title sponsor, which is the cable. Last year, the cable saw the impact of Panorama, and of course, they wanted to join and they came in swiftly. So this year, our title sponsors are First Federal Cooperative Credit Union and the cable. The committee stands ready and able and committed in supporting the PAN groups. Of course, as you may know, we increased the title sponsor in money from $20,000 to $30,000. I don't know if Shannon would have mentioned it, but this is the most prize money ever for Panorama and the biggest this year. So from $20,000 to $30,000. As we remain steadfast, we also increase the prep money for the bands, recognizing that all aspect has to be increased to create the Panorama experience, the total Panorama experience. And of such, we increased the prep money from $2,000 last year to $3,000. Panorama is a global event. It's not only local anymore, it's global. And of course, we have 6 competitors, 4 from Nevis, 2 from St. Kitts. Throughout this week, you would see a listing, the name of the bands and the songs that they will be performing this year. And as such, I just want to thank everyone for coming on board, our collaborative organizations, local and regional, such as MIDCO, the Pan-Trinbago Association, the Nevis Community Development, and of course, the National Nevis Cultural Development Foundation as well, headed by Jerome Rollins. So we just want to thank everyone for coming on board. And of course, for Panorama, it's going to be bigger and better this year with more marketing, more sounds, more pan music. So thank you everyone for coming on board, and I'm happy and looking forward to seeing everyone this year.
All right, Cartel, thank you very much. I think that has enthused everyone here in the room. And I think one thing, though, that we need to add this year, every year for the past couple of years, we've increased the amount of pan players who plays on stage. And this year, we're up to what, Cartel? 40. We're up to 40 pan players this year from 25. So, and that's a good thing for us. We're looking at a lot of women, young girls, a lot of youths as well. Anyway, we're going to take a look at another our destination video just before we get into our last speaker for the day.
We are currently beginning our descent into St. Kitts and Nevis. Join us for FET, Rhythms at Panorama, Shine at Glow, cheer on the young talents at Junior Parade, and marvel at the splendor of Grand Parade. Immerse yourself in the rich folklore. Dance to the streets with Juve, sway to the sweet sounds of Calypso and Soca, and witness the elegance of our pageants. Experience the only place to be, Sugar Mass 53, St. Kitts and Nevis.
All right, here we are again, closing out this press briefing today. And of course, you can continue to follow all of our media partners and for information and updates as it relates to Sugar Mass 53. Our slogan, of course, there is only one place to be for Sugar Mass 53. And our chair, Shannon Harley, will tell you more about that.
Good morning, everybody who is watching and who is listening on the various radio stations and media houses. Now, I'm really, really excited about where we are with Sugar Mass 53. We started our preparations early, and we are well ahead in planning for the upcoming festival. In terms, Robertine said earlier that we are going back to the streets for the opening of Carnival, and it reminded me that we will also be this year going back to the original home of St. Kitts-Nevis Carnival, which is Carnival Village. And the reason for us going back to Carnival Village, there were many reasons. You may say that, wow, Carnival Village is small and we cannot hold the amount of people who attend these shows. But by way of update, what we have done recently, and we are in the process of doing, is we have made some spaces. Right? We have knocked down some areas in the northern wall of Carnival Village and have expanded temporarily Carnival Village into the Basse High School where the former home economics lab was. And we have moved all of our vending containers that were inside of Carnival Village over to the Basse High School. So essentially expanding Carnival Village by an additional 5,000 square feet to make the venue suitable for hosting our National Carnival events. It is a comfortable home for Carnival, and we really are looking forward to continuing the minor modifications to the village to ensure that all participants for our various competitions as well as our spectators are comfortable in the venue. So we're looking forward to welcoming you back to Carnival Village for the Sugar Mass events, which all start on the 8th of December with the swimsuit showcase. This is a new event that we are producing for this year, where our contestants will perform in 2 swimsuit segments and will compete. So it's the swimsuit segment will essentially move out of the main Carnival Miss St. Kitts-Nevis on the 19th, and it will be a pre-show. And we're looking forward to welcoming you into Carnival Village on the 8th of December for that event. And again, it will make the main event on the 19th a much more, a shorter event. We want everybody to be out of Carnival Village by midnight for our various events. We really don't want our events to be long and drawn out. So we found and we decided that that was the opportunity to host an additional event to celebrate our ambassadors for the Miss St. Kitts-Nevis. So in terms of the events, just to confirm that will be held in Carnival Village, we have our swimsuit showcase, which is on the 8th. Then we have our Soca Monarch competition on the 14th of December. We have our Republic Bank Miss Teen St. Kitts-Nevis on the 17th of December. We have the Miss St. Kitts-Nevis Queen pageant on the 19th of December. The Carib Senior Calypso Monarch on the 27th of December, and the First Federal and Cable Panorama on the 29th of December. And all these events will be held in Carnival Village. We will have our online tickets ready and available for purchase by next Friday, the 15th of November. Again, so we are encouraging you to put aside a little change for the release of our tickets next week, Friday, to be able to ensure that you get your seat up front for our 6 main events that are being hosted in the Carnival Village. People have been asking us about vendors, and we know and appreciate vendors and our downtown vendors. So we have vendors for our opening of Carnival and the Midnight Escape Night Market or Street Festival, and we then have separate vendors, so I just want to make that clear. We have separate vendors who have registered at the National Carnival Secretariat for the typical carnival period downtown. So for the vendors for downtown, we have over 150 vendors registered. And we know that we have to celebrate both of our vendors, but take into consideration the business places downtown and the impact on the overall downtown basket with our vendors. So vendors will be requested as of next week, and you will be notified via radio and online. So please don't come into the office until you are notified. But vendors will be notified next week of the date that they can come into the office to start their payments for vending downtown. We have 150 registered vendors, and everybody wants to either be on 4th Street, the Circus, or Central Street. We have spots for our vendors, and we are going through the process of ensuring that every vendor who has registered gets a spot downtown Bastia. The vending period this year will be during the space of, over the space of 11 full days. Vendors will be able to set up downtown from the 24th of December, which is on Christmas Eve, and stretch to the 3rd of January. What we have to take into consideration is the fact that we have National Carnival events taking place, we have private events taking place, as well as we have events downtown where our vendors have the opportunity to make substantial revenue from these events. So we want to ensure that everybody gets a piece of the pie over the National Carnival period. As it relates to the, as Monarch said earlier, as it relates to the Soca Monarch, and I'm really looking forward to Soca Monarch this year. Soca Monarch is back, and is back with a bang. As with mentioned, that we have 43 songs registered for Soca Monarch. We have 10 contenders with 20 songs registered for the Road March competition, which means that we have 63 songs registered for our National Carnival events that have all been released as of Friday the 1st of November. So we have 63 songs that are released, that are playing on radio, that are getting the airplay. So nobody can say that they have not heard this song or that song, or they didn't get an opportunity for their music to be heard. So this is something that has never happened before, where in the period by the 1st of November, we have 63 songs that are released and are actually rotating on various radio stations. And we are encouraging our media partners on our radio stations and thanking them for continuing to support National Carnival and support our artists and our Road March contenders to ensure that their music continues to be pushed on radio. We really don't want to hear anything but local music on the radio stations from now on, because we feel that there is more than sufficient music to be played, soca and carnival music to be played on radio stations from now on. As I would have mentioned in our last press conference, we have been inundated with requests to come to St. Kitts-Nevis Carnival from whether it's influencers, regional, international media, TV stations, etc. So it means that the work that the National Carnival Committee is putting in is paying out and paying out dividends, because we find that the interest in St. Kitts-Nevis Carnival has really catapulted and increased significantly. This year, we mentioned it previously, we have our regional media partners coming in. They did a fantastic job last year with promoting Sugar Mass to the soca lovers and the carnival lovers throughout the diaspora as well as internationally. We have Bajan Tube and Trini Jungle Juice. We also have a number of influencers that we have teamed up with particularly and specifically to come in to play mass, because what we have found from doing our research with different carnivals around the region is that a lot of focus is on our Grand Parade. And I want to thank our Grand Parade troops. We have Lux Carnival, Ultra Carnival, Zeus Carnival, No Valley Carnival, and Iconic Mass, which is new. So those 5 pretty mass bands have all launched their costumes, and we have been seeing a significant, every day we're seeing another costume sold out. So, which means that people back in the day used to more be on the side of the road and spectators when it came to the Grand Parade. And now we have it where we have thousands of revelers participating on the road for the Grand Parade, and we have individuals flying into St. Kitts and Nevis specifically to play mass. So for us, that it is a tremendous feat, and it is part of our legacy as it relates to St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival. We also have our Juve bands. Of course, Juve has always been the highlight of St. Kitts and Nevis Carnival Sugar Mass. We have always said that St. Kitts and Nevis Juve is the sweetest Juve in the world, and we will continue to maintain that position. Our road match is judged on Juve only between the hours of 6 and 11 a.m. Our road match this year is going to be judged a little differently to how it was judged in the past. In the past, there were a series of performances, and the road match was based on heavily on the performance of the road match contenders. This year, we have gone back to how it has been in the past, where our judges are strategically positioned along the road match route, and once our judges hear a song being played by any of our road match contenders, there will be a point for that song. We have simplified the process even further, where we have included DJs from various registered Juve troops to take part in the road match. We will have judges, an unidentified judge, placed in a particular spot on the route for Juve, and that judge again will be able to tick what song is played by the first DJ that passes the judging point for that particular Juve troupe. So again, we are moving back into the simplified format of we hear a song, we tick it, which means that the most popular song on Juve will end up winning the road match. In addition to that, we have increased the road match winnings to $25,000. Plus, we have added an additional $8,000 to the road match contender who performs the best during Juve. And we have a performance area in the circus. So basically, we have $33,000 up for grabs for road match. And I think that this is the most ever that has been in place for the road match contenders. So to those who are saying that road match is out of style, we actually think it is actually in style because of the amount of money that we are pumping into our road match. As it relates to the Sugar Mass Awards, which take place on the 17th of November, our Sugar Mass Awards this is the third year, and we feel that it has contributed significantly to the overall Sugar Mass product. Our Sugar Mass Awards it's an opportunity for us to really celebrate those who have contributed in a significant way, whether it is individuals or companies who have contributed in a significant way to St. Kitts and Nevis Carnival over the past 53 years. We don't get the opportunity to celebrate every single person who has contributed, and as such, the Sugar Mass Awards is an annual event, and hopefully, as it progresses, we will continue to celebrate those who contribute. We have over 40 awardees this year, and the Sugar Mass Awards takes place at the Royal St. Kitts Hotel on Sunday the 17th of November. It's an elegant affair where we invite the awardees and we celebrate the awardees. So we really are looking forward to that event, which takes place on the 17th of November. As it relates to the Queen pageants, and I just want to thank publicly the committee chairs responsible for the pageants, who are Janelle Truss, who is responsible for the Republic Bank Miss Teen, St. Kitts-Nevis, as well as Jason Amory, who is responsible for the Miss St. Kitts-Nevis Queen pageant. These two chairs, along with their committees and the contestants, have been working so hard and diligently behind the scenes to ensure that this year you get one of the best competitions for a very long time. We have really focused on the production of the events to ensure that the events run smoothly, to ensure that we don't have individuals and spectators in the venue till 5 o'clock in the morning waiting for results. We want to really focus and put focus on the overall production of the events and ensuring that we have a smooth and functioning show. So publicly, I just want to thank those two pageant chairs for really taking the time behind the scenes and prepping all of the contestants and ambassadors for these various events. We actually have every day, the contestants, every other day, they have a series of events that are preparing them for the ultimate showdown. And we really would like you to come out and support the pageants during the month of December. We will have entertainment to those who have been asking. We will have entertainment downtown during the period of the 24th of December to the 3rd of January. Again, we want to make sure that our vendors get the opportunity to make some money over the carnival period. And as such, we will have that entertainment, even though for a shorter period than it was last year, downtown over that National Carnival period. The entertainment, again, we are partnering with a private promoter to host events downtown, and we just want to ensure that everyone is supported, and we want to ensure that when there are National Carnival events, as well as major private events on our National Carnival calendar, that no one event promoter, neither our vendors are impacted significantly. So that is something that we are working through with our partners to ensure that the calendar of events for our downtown events is such that everybody will get a piece of the action. As Monarch said earlier, we really are happy to have back on board two local designers, in addition to Mr. Melbourne from St. Vincent, who has been involved in National Carnival for many years, to produce our Junior Carnival costumes. Junior Carnival this year will be absolutely free, and it will be managed by the Department of Youth Empowerment. And as such, all registration, which will open shortly, of course, there are a limited amount of spots available for Junior Carnival, and it will be a first come, first serve. So within the space of the next week to 10 days, we'll be releasing costumes for Junior Carnival and, of course, releasing the registration so that everybody, again, it will be a first come, first serve, and it will be free. So, if you want your children to take part in the Junior Carnival Parade, which is on the 28th of December, we are actually really looking forward to your participation. In terms of our private events, before I leave, I just want to thank our private event promoters who assist us collaborate with the National Carnival Carnival Committee to host national fringe events or private events, as we call them. We have over 30 private events listed on our National Carnival calendar this year. Again, we have never had in the history of Carnival so many private events being hosted. And We are working alongside the private event promoters to ensure that everybody's event is well promoted and is successful. So we're encouraging you to log on to our SKN Carnival Facebook and our Instagram pages, where you will have our private events calendar and national events calendar. It's updated on a regular basis. You can have a look at it. You know, feel free to browse through it. We have a number of private events who have already opened ticketing for their events. There's something for everybody. There is oldie goldies, there's something for young people, there's something for very young people, something for the soca lovers, something for individuals who want to just have a good time, fetting. And so we're really encouraging you to come out and support National Carnival events. Sugar Mass is the largest national event on the annual St. Kitts-Nevis calendar, and we want it to continue to be that way. And as such, we will do everything in our power to ensure that you have a sweet and successful National Carnival period, which stretches from the 13th of December to the 3rd of January, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody on the road or in the venues for Sugar Mass 53. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Shannon. So we're going to wrap up now as we're heading close to the top of the hour. But just some quick reminders of dates that you need to know. Soca Monarch CD eliminations this coming Saturday, Saturday the 9th of November, that is. And you can join us on the Carnival's Facebook and YouTube page. Proud Sounds Calypso tent on Sunday the 10th down at Spratnet. And also the Sugar Mass Awards on Sunday the 17th. And earlier, not sure, I may have mentioned the wrong location for the Junior Calypso Monarch. It's on December 15th at the Marriott Plaza, where it was last year. And again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for coming on board to ensuring that we have a successful Carnival 2024, 2025. Again, we want to thank you for joining us, whether you joined us via TVC Channel 40, ZIZ TV and their social media pages, as long as Carnival's YouTube and Facebook page. We want to say thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Kitts-Nevis. Join us for FET, Rhythms at Panorama, Shine at Glow, cheer on the young talents at Junior Parade, and marvel at the splendor of Grand Parade. Immerse yourself in the rich folklore. Dance to the streets with Juve. Sway to the sweet sounds of Calypso and Soca, and witness the elegance of our pageants. Experience the only place to be, Sugar Mass 53, St. Kitts and Nevis.
Things not going well. Where the rum be? But where the rum be? Where the rum? Things not going well. But where